A very good morning and welcome you all, my dear students. It's Anju ma'am here. So today I am going to start new chapter, Landscape of the Soul. This is the fourth chapter of your syllabus. It is written by Nathalie Trobroy. Before starting the chapter, I am giving you the introduction about Landscape of the Soul. Dear students, in this chapter, Nathalie contrasts Chinese art with European art by using two stories and tells us how the Chinese view of art differ from European view of art. A European painting reproduces an actual view, whereas a classical Chinese painting is an unreal one. The European painter wants the viewer to look at a particular landscape exactly as he saw it. Chinese painter does not choose a single viewpoint. You can travel in it from any point. Chinese landscape is not real but a spiritual and inner one. Now I am going to summarize the part. The writer contrasts Chinese art with European art by using two stories. One story is given about Tang Emperor Xuanzong, who commissioned the painter Bu Daoji to decorate a palace wall. When it was done, the emperor admired the scene. Painter drew the emperor's attention to a cave. When he clapped his hands, entrance of the cave opened. Painter entered, but before emperor could move or utter any word, the entrance closed and painting vanished along with the artist. So dear students, I am going to explain this story. You have to pay attention. Opening stanza of this story, The Landscape of the Soul. A wonderful old tale is told about the painter Bu Daoji. Bu Daoji was a Chinese painter who lived in the 8th century. His last painting was a landscape commissioned by Tang Emperor Xuanzong to decorate a palace wall. Emperor Xuanzong, उन्होंने पेंटर को पैलेस वॉल डेकोरेट करने को कहा. So Bu Daoji, who was a Chinese painter who lived in 8th century in China, he decorated palace wall with beautiful painting and he made landscape. The master had hidden his work behind a screen, so only the emperor would see it. He wanted to show his creation only to emperor. For a long while, emperor admired the wonderful scene. When painter showed his painting to emperor, Emperor Xuanzong admired his painting, discovering forest, high mountains, waterfalls, clouds floating in an immense sky, men on hilly paths, birds in flight. What did he paint? He painted landscape. Landscape में क्या आता है? Mountains है, clouds, sun, moon, stars, trees and sky, earth, rivers. So all these things, they are the part of landscape. And he made dense forest, discovering forest in his painting, high mountains in a beautiful manner, and he depicted waterfalls, clouds floating in an immense sky, men walking on hilly path, birds in flight. So all these things he painted in a very wonderful manner. Look, sir, said the painter, in this cave at the foot of the mountain dwell a spirit. He told to emperor Look, sir, see, in this cave at the foot of the mountain. माउंटेन के नीचे उसने एक केव बनाई थी और उसने कहा कि इसके अंदर एक आत्मा रहती है. Dwells means lives. Painter clapped his hands. पेंटर ने ताली बजाई and entrance to the cave opened. So it was surprising that entrance to the cave which he depicted in his painting, it has opened. Inside is splendid, beautiful scene was there beyond anything words can convey. Please let me show your majesty the way. Painter entered the cave. Painter Bu Daoji, he entered into the cave, but the entrance closed behind him. Before the astonished emperor could move or utter a word. Astonished means surprised. The emperor was very much surprised. Before he could say any word, before he could move, the painter had vanished. Painter disappeared from the wall. Not a trace of Bu Daoji's brush was left. Not a single trace, not a single mark left. And the artist was never seen again in this world. And after this, neither the painter nor his painting was seen. और इसके बाद ना कभी वो पेंटर नज़र आया और ना ही उसका क्रिएशन नज़र आया. So this is the story. Painter entered, but before emperor could move, the entrance closed, painting vanished along with the artist. So this was the masterpiece of Bu Daoji. Dear students, I am telling one more story. See the next part. In another story, a painter won't draw the eye of a dragon. He had painted for fear it would fly out of the painting. The writer then cites a story representative of Western painting in which a master blacksmith, Quentin Matsy. You have to pay attention at page number 35, second part. In 15th century, Antwerp, master blacksmith called Quentin Matsy. Quentin Matsy fell in love with the painter's daughter. Father won't accept him as his son-in-law because of his profession. His profession was different. So Quentin Matsy stealthily entered into his studio and painted a fly on his latest panel. With such delicate realism, it was so real that master tried to sweep it away. Sweep means fly it away. Before he realized what had happened, Quentin was immediately admitted as an apprentice into his studio. He entered, he married his beloved, went on to become one of the most famous painters of his age. Dear students, in this story, a painter, his master blacksmith whose name was Quentin Matsy. Quentin Matsy, by his profession, he was a blacksmith. Once he fell in love with painter's daughter. It was love at first sight. He fell in love with painter's daughter. Painter didn't want to accept him as his son-in-law because of his profession. To be accepted as a son-in-law, Quentin painted a fly. Then what did Quentin do? Quentin, जो एक blacksmith था, stealthily he entered into his studio. वो चोरी से पेंटर के स्टूडियो में एंटर किया उसने और वहाँ पे एक कैनवस था, लेटेस्ट पैनल, उससे उसने वहाँ पे एक फ्लाई, एक उड़ती हुई फ्लाई को बनाया. पेंटर्स लेटेस्ट पैनल, पेंटर ट्राई टू स्वीट इट अवे. अब जब पेंटर वापस आया तो उसने अपनी कैनवस में एक फ्लाई देखी और इट वॉज सो रियल दैट ही कुडंट डिस्टिंग्विश whether it was real or it was a painting. He couldn't differentiate, and when he was trying to fly it, tried to sweep it away, he realized the truth that it was painting, and it was made by Quentin Matsy. Quentin Matsy was taken on as an apprentice, and finally he allowed him to marry his daughter, and in this way Quentin Matsy married his beloved. These two stories reveal that each form tries to achieve the European want a perfect illusionistic likeness, while in Asia it is the essence of inner life and spirit. In Chinese story, only the artist knows the way within, and he reaches his goal beyond material appearance. Unlike a Western figurative painting, classical Chinese landscape does not reproduce an actual view, and one can enter it into any point and travel in it. It requires the active participation of viewer both physically and mentally. यूरोपियन पेंटर वॉन्ट्स द व्यूअर टू बोरो हिज आइज. अगर हम एक पेंटर के नज़रिए से देखेंगे और उसकी पेंटिंग को देखने के लिए वी मस्ट बोरो हिज आइज. द चाइनीज पेंटर डज नॉट वॉन्ट हिम टू डू सो. ही वॉन्ट्स द व्यूअर टू एंटर हिज माइंड. लैंडस्केप इज एन इनर वन, ए स्पिरिचुअल एंड कंसेप्चुअल स्पेस. So dear students, I hope you can understand well. Just keep watching all parts of the video. Rest of the part will be continue in my next video. And you have to give your comment, compliments. If any question you can ask to me freely. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay.